The number of HomeKit cameras that have come to market in the last 6 months is very, very exciting. But at the same time, it is extremely confusing because there are HomeKit cameras on one end that costs $150, $160, and then on the other end, there's HomeKit cameras that cost $40. Well, I'm gonna wipe all the HomeKit cameras that cost over $100 off the list just to make it a little bit more easy to focus on the more affordable HomeKit cameras. So I knocked it down to two very best HomeKit cameras under $100, and we're going to compare the two to see which one is better. We're going to be comparing the Eufy 2K Indoor versus the Aqara G2H. Let's jump into the video. So the Eufy 2K Indoor is the most affordable HomeKit camera on the market today, coming in at $39.99, just $40 for this little bad boy. And I gotta tell you, it is definitely worth it. I bought a bunch of these with my own money just because I believed in the product, and it was the very first affordable HomeKit camera out there on the market, and I bought a bunch of these, and I don't regret it whatsoever. But on the other hand, the Aqara G2H comes in at almost double the price at $69.99 or $70. Now and then you can find a promo code and knock it down maybe to like $56, $57. Thanks to Aqara for sending this to me for an honest review. But I gotta tell you, even at the full price of $70, it is also totally worth it. Not only is it a great HomeKit camera, but it's also a Aqara hub, which allows you to take other Aqara products like their door sensors or contact sensors, their motion sensors. They have a bunch of other Aqara products that are dirt cheap, and expose them to HomeKit through the Aqara G2H. So at that price, even at $70, it is an amazing value. Now both these cameras have additional features that you might like in their respective app, but because I'm basing this on HomeKit and HomeKit Secure Video, and a lot of those features you can't use with HomeKit Secure Video, I'm not going to base any of my opinions or thoughts around their respective app, except for one that I do want to mention, and that is 24/7 recording. Both these have that option. You have to download and use their app to turn on that feature. They both have a SD card slot where you can put in your own SD card and then go into the app and turn on that 24/7 recording. Otherwise, you're just using HomeKit Secure Video, which is great, but I like to have a backup. Not only is it a backup locally to that SD card, but it's also recording 24/7 because I don't know about you, with a lot of security cameras, with clip recordings, they cut off too soon or they start too late, and I just want to always have some type of backup, and with 24/7 recording you have that option. Now the Eufy 2K Indoor is a 2K camera, but because HomeKit Secure Video only accepts 1080p, it will be downgraded to 1080p, which is the same resolution as the Aqara G2H. So in HomeKit they're both 1080p, but that's never stopped the camera from having better quality over another camera. So I'm going to throw up two videos right here, and you guys can decide which one is better for you. As you can see with the Eufy 2K Indoor, it is a 125-degree field of vision. And now we're going to jump over to the Aqara G2H, which has a 140-degree field of vision, which just gives you a little bit more real estate to see. Now let's just stop this video really quick, because I'm not just any old reviewer that just spits out specs. I'm actually comparing these and testing them for you guys. And if you guys didn't notice, the Aqara G2H says it's a 140-degree field of vision, where the Eufy said 125. But if you put these side by side, you can actually see the Eufy is actually wider than the Aqara. So I'm not saying one is wrong and the other one is right, but there is definitely a discrepancy here. Plus, the Eufy 2K also has a greater field of vision in the vertical axis. It's not a huge plus, but it's definitely something that you should consider. I did download both these from HomeKit Secure Video, not the SD card, not from their respective apps, only from HomeKit Secure Video. Now jumping into the night vision, you can see the differences here. In my personal opinion of seeing this footage, there's really not much of a difference. There might be a slight edge on the Eufy, but it's really hard to tell. Now, of course, both of these are using HomeKit Secure Video, so everything that I mentioned here kind of goes to both cameras. They both have the 10-day recording period. They both pick up motion. They both pick up person detection, dog detection, or animal detection, and vehicle detection. Even with the facial recognition feature, both cameras identified pre-identified people, but in reality, you're not going to use it that much. It's nice that it shows up in notifications, identifies the person, but there's no way to automate any type of triggers based on who is identified. One camera did not do better over the other camera. Personally, I still think there's some work that needs to be done through HomeKit, through Apple, to make these detections a little bit better. Unfortunately, neither one of those, are due to the camera themselves. It's all Apple, and I think it's just a matter of time before Apple really nails down this HomeKit Secure Video. And that's just going to be better for both these cameras. And when it came down to the notification speed, I didn't see any difference between the two cameras. Sometimes the Eufy was half a second faster than the Aqara, and vice versa. Every now and then, just out of the blue, you might have one that's maybe a 2 or 3 second delay behind the other one. But there's a lot of different variables that can set that difference. But overall, there's really no difference between the two cameras for notification speed. And of course, there's no price difference in the iCloud HomeKit Secure Video pricing. If you have the 200 gigabyte plan, I think you have one camera. If you have the 2 terabyte plan, I think it's like $10 now. You have up to 5 cameras. There's no difference between these two cameras just because they work with HomeKit Secure Video. It's all based off of what Apple allows you. The Eufy 2K has this mount that pretty much you can swing in any direction that you want. Unfortunately, it is not magnetized. They did include a little mounting plate that you can screw to the wall and put this to hook it up to the wall. But if you want to put this on a piece of metal or something like that, unfortunately you can't do that. Where on the other hand, the Aqara G2H does have a magnetic base, so you can put this on refrigerators and other magnetic places, and then you can lift it up and off the platform a little bit, and then it can turn 360 degrees, so you can get that perfect viewing angle. Now when it came to the mic and sound quality, can you hear me?
Yes.
Here's the kicker. With the Eufy, there is no two-way communication. You can hear what people are saying to the camera, but unfortunately in HomeKit Secure Video, there's no way to talk back with the Eufy camera. Of course, if you download the app, you can communicate that way, but I'm really concentrating here on the HomeKit, and because of that, in my opinion, it loses some points. Where on the other hand, the Aqara has that two-way communication. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Let me see you. Turn the other way. And it is fairly well. You can hear the people talking to you, and they can hear you. All right.
Can you see me?
Will you sing a song really quick?
No.
Now, unfortunately, there's another kicker for the Eufy 2K Indoor, and that is that you have to download the Eufy app to get it into HomeKit. Where on the Aqara G2H, you can scan the QR code directly in HomeKit and add it. You don't have to download the Aqara app at all. But with the Eufy, you have to. It will not allow you to add it without going through the Eufy app first. And if you try to delete it afterwards, unfortunately, it also deletes it from HomeKit, or actually just stops the video altogether from going to HomeKit. Fortunately though, my friend Chris Young did find a little loophole that you can actually disconnect the Eufy camera from the power source and then delete it from the Eufy app and then turn it back on, and it'll still be in HomeKit. So thank you, Chris, for finding that little loophole. It's definitely useful for people who don't want to use the Eufy app. All in all, I gotta tell you, both these cameras are great. If you want to save a little bit of money and don't mind not having two-way communication in HomeKit, definitely go for the Eufy 2K Indoor. They also have their pan and tilt version, which is $10 more. So if you gotta have one that pans and tilt, which you can't use in HomeKit anyways, but if you wanted to use it in the Eufy app, that's available also. I highly recommend recommend both of those because of their pricing, and it's a really great camera for the price. On the other hand, if you want something a little bit more beneficial for HomeKit to really allow you to grow your HomeKit home, you definitely want to go for their Aqara G2H, only because it's also that Aqara hub, and they have so many other great HomeKit products that you can add to this hub. You have door sensors, water sensors, list goes on and on. And the great thing about all these additional accessories are they are extremely affordable, just like this $70 camera and hub. So both these are great. I highly recommend both of them. But there are some advantages to the Aqara G2H. And I gotta tell you, right now, this is the best indoor camera for HomeKit. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you're into HomeKit and you want to see more HomeKit content on this channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I also want to thank all my Patreon members. These guys really know how to support this channel, even though they don't have to do it financially. They chose to do it, and it really means a lot to me also. So thank you to all my Patreon members. If you guys want to see some additional Aqara products, definitely check out that video right there. If you guys want to see the full review of the Eufy 2K indoor camera, I'll put that video right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Truly appreciate you. See you on the next one.
No, nothing can break me.